idea of the Queen's Birthday Ball actually originated from a group who held a similar function in Sydney. They went up to Katoomba, and I don't know whether it was the Queen's Birthday weekend or not, but they spent a weekend up there, and they, as far as I knew, they had prizes like Cupid dolls and things like that, and that's where the idea came from. And because they went to Katoomba, we decided we'd go to Tamborine. And so the first Queen's Birthday Ball, in fact the first 10, were held on Tamborine Mountain. Yeah. The Queen's Birthday Ball was a family affair. I mean, there were people who only came to that function, probably the only function in the year they came to, and they knew that they would see people there they'd met the year before, and yeah, there was a great sense of unity there. Yeah. And the Queen's Birthday Ball also attracted a lot of straight people. It was a very mixed crowd. I liked it. You know, I mean, it was a wonderful feeling. Up until about the 10th, we had never had any idea of coming to Brisbane because of the situation down here with regards to police and entrapment and all that sort of thing. The scene in Brisbane was always precarious. The law were always around, and I myself have been to many parties in Brisbane that were raided, and many a time I've had to leap over a back fence, crinoline literally, and and run for it, because they could be very abusive. I personally was never abused physically, but I mean, it happened, and so we always had to be very aware. Yes. Mm. My pet hate was the Bjelke-Petersen fascist regime. Nobody had a greater loathing of that regime than I did, and it was very important just to keep going. But even then, and corruption was rife, there were some very, very funny moments. I mean, you could literally get away with murder, and we stayed open later than we should have, and I mean, I don't know how far I should go here. I mean, we'd have cops come in, and they'd drink your booze, and they'd sit you on their laps, and you were allowed to wear their caps, and everybody was having a lovely time. But underneath it all, it was very grim. Yes. And it was so important to keep going while that regime persevered. To think that anybody could govern as a dictator with 19% of the vote was just unbelievable. Yeah. But we survived all that. And then when the Goss government came in, of course, there was decriminalisation, and things have just gone on from there. Yes. But I often wonder, the young people today, whether they quite realise what has gone before. They take it for granted. But sometimes I think at the back of my mind, all this could be taken away so easily. And so we still have to be vigilant and aware. Yes.